Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
We have a new little setup going tonight. I have a Diva light, so our lighting, this is really great. And I have my little phone on there, and Ryan's like, this is bad.
Does this seem right?
He's like, Ryan tells me, my bangs aren't even in the frame. These are his bangs. Right here, that's what our daughter calls them.
According to our 7-year-old.
And Ryan doesn't, that's natural. You guys, that beauty for Ryan, that is just his natural look because he has curly hair. So, where have we been?
Missing in action.
We have been MIA, we really have. And so, to all of our faithful viewers, we're so sorry. Just kidding. So we want to get back into the routine because we love coming on and talking to you guys, and we've gotten some really great feedback from people, and we always love to get your questions, feedback. What do you want us to talk about?
Hate mail.
Hate mail. Don't send us hate mail. If you send us hate mail, I'm not gonna be happy.
We know where you live.
Yeah, we're your friend. Okay, so anyways, I don't know where he's going. What are you doing? That's not the right thing.
You just keep
you
talking.
guys, this is gonna turn into like couples backing up a trailer together, but like the lighting edition. Who knows that's probably like one of the biggest like fights that people get into. We love when we would go like camping or if we're at the boat dock and there's a couple. Ryan, I'm not even on the freaking screen anymore. I don't know what okay, now it's too low. Too low.
Are you?
Bring it up. I'm so glad we're doing this live on Facebook right now. That's worse, I think. What do you guys think? Thumbs up, thumbs down. I'll just back up. Okay, so, but we love watching couples back up trailers together. Ryan, gets anxiety, and he, wants to get in the pickup or the car or whatever and move it for them. He's like, can I go help them? I'm like, nope, you can't.
And remember at our old house, the U-Haul with...
Frenchie.
Yeah,
that's what we called her. I don't know her name, but we called her Frenchie. And they were moving, and they had a U-Haul. And
it was a U-Haul.
A U-Haul, you guys, not a trailer.
Not a
trailer. There was no pivot point. Is that what it would be called?
Yeah. It's fine.
It's fine. It makes the point. So, you guys, it was the funniest thing. They couldn't back this. It would be like backing a car into a driveway. They couldn't do it. And Frenchie is signaling her boyfriend, who Ryan called the communist. Which is true. Ryan's looking at me like, so Frenchie
I didn't remember that.
is trying to tell the communist how to back up into their driveway. And she's like, you guys, it was the most ridiculous thing. And we're watching out. They just gave up and just left it in the middle of the street.
And so they were walking all their stuff instead of
backing up.
They couldn't do it. They just quit. They're like, this is as good as it gets. So
yeah,
we're going to pack our stuff another 70 feet.
It was so bad. Frenchie and the communist.
I forgot that I called him the communist. So
we come up with some great names for people. That was a really long time ago, though.
Sense.
That makes sense. It does make sense. You guys, this is our life, okay? So what did you want to talk about today? Hot topic of our day was grocery shopping. You guys know I just love the grocery store. I can tell you a weird story that happened to me at the grocery store the other day, and I would actually love your feedback. But the thing that we're going to talk about first is, I'll tell that story, so stay tuned, because it was a weird story. Cindy was involved. Me and my mother-in-law went grocery shopping at 7 p.m. like a couple weeks ago, and you guys, it was bizarre. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, we went grocery shopping today. How many of you guys, pop into the comments, please, while we're on here, bring reusable bags to the grocery store? I'm just curious. Do you?
So here in Oregon, they passed a law where you have to buy bags, and it's
a tax on bags or something, right? I don't know. I don't know why it is, but keep going. Sorry.
So Facebook is not my platform to get super political, okay? But we buy bags in Oregon now, okay? So
bags are the devil. Bags and straws are the devil. And you know what? I like a paper bag or a plastic bag or whatever, and I also like a plastic straw. So I think I need to move.
But I think it's funny how people get wound up about their bags. And, it's like, oh, well, I have all these bags because I'm not going to buy a bag.
Well, and do you guys know what I think? This is my thought on a lot of things. I think we do things because we think that it's the right thing to do because now there's a new law. And so we want to follow, and it's not that bags are outlawed, even though I feel like these things, they make you feel guilty. Like you go to a place and they're like I'm getting a plastic cup with a plastic lid that I cannot drink out of. And they're like, do you want a straw? Yep, I do, because I want to drink my coffee.
Yeah.
So, but it's almost like we're being shamed for wanting a bag and wanting a straw anymore. I'm like, oh, but go load up on a bunch of free, or not free, but legal pot. That's great, but how dare you want a freaking straw? Okay, that just took it to a whole nother level. But this is, I mean, come on. Anyways, keep going with your bags. I need to shut up.
But what I think is funny is people are like, oh, I'm not going to spend 5 cents on a bag. How dare they charge me 5 cents for a bag? But they're walking in with like a $7 coffee. Okay, so let's factor that in. And these may or may not be the people that are like all so wound up about the coronavirus. So they take their reusable bags to their house, which...
that have just been in a nasty cart. That who knows who's touched and coughed and sneezed and
they take
whatever
it,
on
They
that.
take it in their car, which for sure hasn't been cleaned out in a year, right? And then they take it into their house, and then... Am I going too far
and then
with
their
this?
kid like pees on it or something.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
exactly. And then they scoop out the litter box with it and dump it in the bag, and then they, oh shoot, I need to reuse it at the grocery store. I have to go buy
Because
eggs.
bags
and milk.
are bad.
Yeah, so bags are terrible.
And you know what? Like, I love how we're gonna save money on bags. It's 5 freaking cents. I was like, you know what I'm gonna start doing? Charge me for 10 bags, and I'm just gonna start taking bags out of the store. I'm just gonna start taking stacks of bags.
Yeah.
I'm doing that next week.
I
Because
wonder
these
if they
new
frown
plastic
upon it.
bags are awesome.
Yeah,
I love the
really
new
good.
plastic bags.
Here's a question I had the other day though. So since I'm purchasing this bag for 5 cents, if it blows out by the time I get into the back of the car, can I take it back and get my money back? Do I get a refund?
Do you get a new bag?
Do I get my 5 cents back?
Yeah. And you guys, I went to TJ Maxx the other day, and everybody's just put out about these bags. They're like, do you want a bag?
And they're like,
I just spent $100 in your store. Yeah, I want a 5-cent bag, please. Like, to haul, like, 15 little things out. I would love a bag. So it's just cracking me up because now we're damned for, drinking out of a straw. I like how plastic straws are the devil, but we're drinking out of a plastic cup with a plastic lid. But I'm
Or
not
do
sure
you
if
want
it's
a
the
free drink
plastic
carrier?
thing. Yeah,
Which
free
is
drink
also
carrier. Or like
plastic.
everything comes in styrofoam. That doesn't break down. When you get like something like a takeout. It's just funny. I just think it's funny. I don't think it ever actually comes from a point of wanting to make things better. Because if we did that, like there would be a lot of things that would be like different. Hey Lynn, hey girl, aloha friend. Okay, so you guys want to hear the weird story that happened to me at the grocery store a couple weeks ago when I was with Cindy. Ryan was taking the kids to the doctor. It was a whole messy evening.
Yeah.
And I didn't have a car. So I called my mother-in-law or texted her. I was like, can you come pick me up at the gym? I don't have a car. Yep. And then we got home. She brought me to my house. I was like, I gotta go to the grocery store. I don't like being home alone. Ryan, the kids are gone. Whatever, doesn't matter. She decides to go grocery shopping with me. So we go to the grocery store. And you guys, it was like the freaking Twilight Zone. This is why I go to the grocery store in the morning. Because I swear, if you go later, it's like, these people live in the same town as me? I've never seen these people. You guys, it was interesting. Everybody smelled. What's driving you nuts? Oh, okay. And there was really weird people. So this woman, and they were like maybe like in their 20s. Like these are not old people or anything.
They look like college students?
Yeah, younger than me. This woman's like this, pushing this cart. And she has a girl on one side, her age, and a guy probably her age.
I thought it was 2 guys.
Maybe it was 2 guys. I can't remember. It was so weird. So they're walking like this with a hand on her like this. And she's the girl. And they're walking like this. And then they go to pick out potatoes. This woman's getting something over here. I need what's in front of this guy. And so I go, excuse me, I gotta get some potatoes. Right? So I get in here. He proceeds to put his hand on me. And I go, like, what are you doing? And I start laughing because I'm like, this is so weird. Like, is this a cult? Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, this is weird. I'm like, want to go to this girl, like, do you need help?
Was it a blink if you're captured?
Kind of. It was a weird situation. And this guy goes and puts his hand on me, and I go, Like, what are you doing?
I so wish.
And my mother-in-law's standing back there, and she's like, oh, when I saw him touch you, she's like, and the guy goes, you guys, he was like this, he goes, oh, sorry. And I thought, I don't know.
Out or what?
I don't know what was going on. It was the weirdest thing. And Ryan, I can't imagine if you were there and some guy came up and like touched me.
I'm somewhat protective of my wife.
You guys, it was weird.
Huh.
And so do you even know what that would be? Like, who does that? What would be the purpose of that?
That
It was
seems
so odd. I had no idea what was going on. But yeah, and then he was
We
like,
should go
oh,
back.
sorry.
What day was it? We should go back.
I don't know. We should
In the
figure this out.
evening.
It was a Thursday. Go Thursday at like
Thursday
7 p.m.,
at
7:15.
Winco.
And let's see, to Winco in Independence, Oregon, and let's see if we can find these people and ask them what the hell is going on. Because this is not normal behavior. But you guys, we're not meaning to get political tonight. Like, we're not. We don't want to polarize. We don't want to make people feel weird or whatever. But I'm thinking that it's so normal to be like weird now that it's almost socially acceptable to act like that, where I'm like, back in the day, somebody would have been like, punch him in the face or something. I don't know. It would have been like, what are you doing? Like, why are you touching me? And why are you touching her? And why are you guys walking through the grocery store like it's a war zone? Like, I mean, you guys know. Maybe I kind of felt like it was a war zone that night. It was bizarre. So anyways, that was another tale of the grocery store. Wow, I feel like we are really doing things tonight. You guys we are really coming back with full force of new apologies. Anything else you want to talk about? Is that it?
What else happened? We had a fun day yesterday.
We went shopping in Eugene.
It's this one's birthday.
Yeah, my birthday was yesterday. I turned 33. Can't believe it. It's quite the year. Ryan's going to be 40 in June, just if anybody wants to know, since we're just throwing ages out there. Yeah, so we went shopping in Eugene, had a good time. We found some awesome dishes at Pottery Barn, like on an awesome discount, and I had a gift card, so that was fun. And it was funny because they had these really cool big bowls, but they only had 3. We had a 4th one like ordered in, but they were like huge, awesome ones, and they're serving bowls, but they were kind of shallow, and so we got them for like, we love to do big salads, so those are kind of cool. And then we were going to buy plates, because Ryan was giving me grief over these bowls. He's like, well, if we have people over, we're going to need like 8 bowls.
Well, they only had 3.
I go, what am I going to serve to people in these bowls? But they only had 3, and they were kind of expensive, like, because they were big.
They're like the size of a dinner plate.
But a bowl.
But a bowl.
Yeah, they were cool. So, and then we got the plates that match, and then Ryan's like, well, we only need 8. And I'm like, we need freaking 30 of these bowls, but we only need 8 plates? Like, and we're talking about entertaining?
Well,
Like, what?
I don't know how it makes any sense to get 4 bowls, but then you're like, well, I think we need like 16
Because
plates.
I was thinking we're never ever going to like entertain with these bowls, but we definitely for plates, or if I have like, say, some sort of party. So I got 16 plates and 4 bowls.
And 2 forks.
Shut up.
Because this makes sense. This is insanity.
It's crazy. So that was the life of
That's what we
Brittany
did
and Ryan.
yesterday.
That's how my day was, honey. And then today, we had a great community event. We had about, I don't even know how many people were here. I swear we had like 30 people at our house.
I shouldn't count. I usually count, but it was...
But you guys, this room
Awesome.
of people that we had over today was awesome. And in the whole group, I think if everybody answered and we added up correctly, over 1,000 pounds have been lost.
1,276.
Look at this guy. Yeah, so that was really super inspiring. And just like the pounds lost is cool. It's just a representation of what used to be on somebody's body that's not anymore. But what was really cool was hearing all of the victories that people were having in their life. We always like to go around the room and say, like, where are you really winning right now? Because we don't really love to always just focus on the scale, because that's just a simple way to measure your body, right? But really, like, people talking about how they used to have major aches and pains and
couldn't get out of bed in the
couldn't
morning.
get out of
I don't know who
bed.
can relate to that, but there's a few guys that were like, it seriously took me 20 minutes to get out of bed in the morning.
yeah.
And one guy was like, I had to roll over because his back hurt so bad. Like, roll over and, like, ease out of bed in the morning. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
On all that, totally gone.
Totally gone.
Gone.
Like, yeah, and he's back to playing basketball now at like almost 50. And so that was really cool. One woman was talking about how she was like debilitated, like couldn't even walk some days, and now she is like, I run and jump and dance and do whatever the hell I want.
Yeah,
and
play
I
with
mean,
her kids.
play with her kids. I mean, just like a totally different life that people are creating for themselves. And it was cool because as I was sitting there and I was looking at all the people that were there, it's like they're all there because one person said, yes, I want to help people and I want to pay this gift forward. And then all these other people in the room had said yes. And so really, you know, what are the different things in your life that maybe you're just being skeptical or you can't see a way out of or into because you just have like a lot of concepts and things, you know, that are holding you up. And the thing is the way that you think now is your life is a result of that. And so if you want your life to change, the thoughts have to change. So a lot of the people in the room, they had changed their thoughts. And that's something that we're working on all the time, changing our thoughts and becoming better versions of ourselves. And it's a pretty cool thing. So am I different now at 33 than I was at 21? That's when I started dating Ryan when I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
Different.
Yeah.
Quite a bit different.
Yeah.
What do you think the biggest change has been?
Consciousness.
Ooh, I want you to elaborate on that. I love to hear about myself from other people. Is that totally self-involved, you guys? I'm like, tell me what you think of me. I actually love it. Good or bad, I love to hear what people actually like, what their impressions are of me. I just think it's really interesting. Keep going. And then we'll end.
How are you more conscious? Well, at 21, she was a mature 21-year-old.
And he doesn't mean physically, he means mentally.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
You're really dragging this out. So she was always a really mature 21-year-old. She hung out with older people, and she kind of got like her partying out, like
at 19.
Yeah, and it wasn't like crazy radical partying, but you know, she was like. But the difference between 21-year-old Brittany Marr and 33-year-old Brittany Hall is just like a lot of work mentally, like just growing up, of course, but just more awareness of like your thoughts and how you.
What comes out of my mouth?
That's a big one, because this one.
You guys, I've been learning that not everything that comes into your brain has to come out of your mouth.
That was a good one.
Yeah. So it's great. It's a journey and we're still learning lots of stuff and just always trying to be the best versions of ourselves.
That's the thing though. It's you've gotten much better with age.
Aww, thanks, honey.
But it's because you consistently work on it a little bit every day.
Yeah.
You know, just trying to
become
a better person. Really.
It's true.
You know?
And so we want to encourage you guys before we hop off of here. I want to encourage you to like find something that motivates you, something that inspires you, whether it's like, and it doesn't have to be a lot of work. So maybe it's a YouTube video or a podcast or something that just like speaks to you just a couple minutes a day, honestly, or like writing down in the morning or in the evening or sometime during the day, 5 things you're thankful for. Like,
start with gratitude.
That's a huge one.
That's
like,
good.
Because when you look for the good, like when you're doing gratitude and you're trying to like, be like, what am I grateful for? And that's what your thoughts are about. That's the stuff you're going to start noticing instead of this went wrong, that went wrong, this person was rude. Yeah, so if you're focused on the negative, what's going to happen in your life? More negative. But if you're focused on the good, I bet if you do that for a month solid, you just write down 5 to 10 things you're grateful for every single day. I bet you're going to...
In the morning. Start your morning off thinking like that.
Yeah, then you are going to see your life, I think, dramatically change if you do that for 30 days. So that's a little tip. But find something that really fills you up. So pay attention to something that makes you feel good and energized and that gives you like that energy where you're like, oh, now I'm feeling great. So I get this when I'm like talking to a client who's doing really great or doing these videos actually completely fills my cup. So selfishly we do these because when we get off of here, we're like fired up because we got to connect with all of you guys and we love it. We love seeing you come on our videos so we can talk to you. So that fills my cup. What fills your cup?
Well, I actually heard somebody say the other day, the most selfish thing you can do is help other people. Because
that was my motivational video I sent you. That's where it's from.
That was good. Because it is so fulfilling when you help other people achieve what they want and make their life better.
It actually releases endorphins, just like exercise does. Helping people, serving people releases endorphins. No wonder we're so happy. You guys, I'm on one tonight. I think I'm loopy. I think I need to go to bed. This time change is totally screwed me up.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on daylight savings time. Okay, funny story really quick, and then we're hopping off here. My friend texted me this morning, and she's like, my friend Carrie, so Carrie, if you come on here, girl, seriously, you made me laugh out loud so hard today. She set her clocks back, and then...
She set her clocks back last night,
Oh,
and she went
last
to bed,
night.
and then she woke up this morning.
Yeah, and then it was supposed to be forward, so she was like 2 hours off, and she was like, so at 8, she was like, at 10 o'clock, she was like, so shit. But yeah, she like screwed up the whole thing. She fell back instead of springing forward, and then I was like, well, hey girl, it's 8 a.m. somewhere, right? So whatever. But it's kind of funny. So, well, if you guys are just hopping on, you should go back and watch this over
There's some
because
good stuff.
the beginning of this is real serious. We got some opinions on some things. And so, but we want to know, do you do the whole bag thing? Like, because I would love to hear about that, but I loved your take on that. All right, you guys, have a great Sunday, evening, night, whatever it is. Go to bed. And have an awesome week. We'll see you next Sunday.
We're back.
We're back, baby. See you next Sunday.